Hi everyone, what we have here is a Denon Poa 1500 that I'm trying to restore. It went belly up on me about a week ago. Right now I'm using a Sony T8330 power amp and I freaking hate it. To tell you the truth, it's nothing compared to this Denon right here. I figured out what the problem was. It was the board on the output, I guess the output speaker board here. You can see right there the awful soldering. I guess the previous owner tried to fix it. I repaired it so far. There's a crack that goes right between here, and I wasn't getting full continuity between the left channel speaker, because when I was playing it, that's what went first. I noticed was the left speaker went out. So I guess after so much stress or play, it finally gave out. But I put a temporary patch in there until actually I'm gonna have to build a new one. Also, it blew this resistor right here, and I changed that. I changed actually all the resistors on here, but I'm gonna just build a new board. Along with that, it also blew resistors back in the power supply. These two right here blew. I replaced that. That PVC is pretty good. What else went? Let me see here. Oh, a transistor right here. You can see the burn marks on it. That blew, and that's kind of like weird because that transistor controls the lamp. And I guess the previous owner, what he did was he added a. Here it is, right here. Here's the LED for it. I guess he couldn't find the lamp, so what he did was added another B plus, supply to the LED, but he still had this connected, which is kind of odd. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna get rid of this because that doesn't need to be back there, and I'm gonna just try to run six. I'll probably put some color LEDs in there, some nice blue ones, some wannabe Macintosh equipment, I guess. Those are coming in next week. Also, I'll be repairing. Well, actually, I'm gonna build me a new speaker post here. Actually, this speaker post here goes right in here like this to the speaker board in the back. And you see this. This is. If flip it over, this is like the left speaker here, and you can tell the connection right there where it lost continuity and it pretty much shot everything in my amp. But I'm gonna go ahead and build me a new speaker post, because if you can see that's horrible. I mean, I hated the speaker connection in this amp. I ordered some of those. Those should be. I ordered 8. And what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna get some another piece of plastic and just build it straight up, some better posts, and solder it onto here. Today I got some parts in. Actually, I've done some repairing already. Switched out some resistors. This is new. A couple over here are brand new. And while I have everything open, I think it should be here tomorrow or the next day. I ordered all new capacitors. Like you see, some of these capacitors right here is just, get that right. They're just, see that dirt on there? That's been there for a while. See that dirt on there and that capacitor, those capacitors right there. Also the transistors. I'm gonna just replace everything on here. I love this amp. It's a beautiful sounding amp. I think I'm gonna order maybe some black gates and some Nichicon capacitors for this thing. I got some mail in today. Also ordered all new semiconductors for it, both sides. These are rated at 230 volts. I guess the previous owner tried to repair it with some odd ones. So I have like 180 volts coming out of here, and then back in the output, the left channel, it's actually 180 volts, and the other one is 230, which is kind of odd. I like to keep everything the same or close to manufactured the way it came out of the plant. So I got those in today, and also got some transistors here, which would be nice. I'll stick that one in right now. And I think that's about it for now. Like I said, I got some capacitors coming in. I got a bunch of diodes I'm going to replace. I'm going to just try to restore this amp back to his original form. I also got some trim pots coming in. I can see these trim pots here are pretty, I mean, they're really cheap. I mean, they're not that cheap because actually you can tell, you know, at least it has some numbering, and you know, this is, I think this is 100 ohms. Has some writing on the back, but I'm gonna get rid of those because this is probably all dusty. You know, this amp must be over 20 years old. It's a beautiful sounding amp. So I got new trim pots coming in here, and for that I think I'm gonna have to take it into a video repair shop because I need an oscillator, I need a vacuum tube meter, I need a distortion meter. What else? I need probably another machine to you know, set the bias. I got to do a bunch of stuff here, so hopefully somebody in town has an oscillator and that kind of stuff, so I can go in there and just give it to them, and they could set it up for me really quick. So I guess that's it for now, but I'll attach another video on this when I get the caps in and I get it back up and going. Later, guys. Hi everyone, this is my second part of a little video here. I'm going to try to fit everything in 10 minutes. What I've done today is, this is the speaker connection back of the board that burnt out. I went ahead and replaced it because, as you can see, it's really horrible for speakers connection here. You can't fit a banana, there's no way you can fit a banana clip in this, or if you have, you know, today's standards, the really thick speaker wire. It's just, it was horrible when I did it before. It was just, I couldn't do it. As you see, it's not that big. We had about that much room. Of course, then you would put this in here. The other thing I like about it was the connection to the board was kind of flimsy. You know, it's kind of outdated. Like, again, this amp is 20 something years old. So what I did was I built me a new one. Better speaker post. Everything's solid, pretty much solid, and you could fit any type of speaker wire in there from the side here. I did it in that way, layout like that. One coming in here, one coming on top of both sides. It's red and black, black, red, just like the original. I can even fit my really thick speaker wire all in there now. It's a little taller than the original here, but what I'll do is probably use a Dremel, cut it down to size. Then it came with, so you can see this little piece right here is where it's soldered onto the board, and the new post came with something like this, and that's, I guess you solder wire to it or whatever. But what I'm gonna have to do is probably, as you can see, it's good for one side there. I don't know if you can see that. What I'll do is probably cut this in half, then use it, and I'll probably try to solder this onto the post. It did come with these screws, which would, you know, put it in there, put one screw there, another one there, then this goes on here, and then you tighten it up with the other screw. But I don't think I'm going to go that route. I think I'm going to just, and of course, I don't know, there. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to cut this, like I said, in half. Then I'm going to use a Dremel, probably course cut it down to size and solder it on the post. So this is the old one's new one, so it better post. It should get better connection and all around. So I still haven't received the capacitors or the parts from Mauser. I'll probably get that after New Year's, and I'll make up another little video. Alright guys, peace.